Hello, folks. Todd Halleck here today, talking a little bit about estate planning, my favorite time of year, the end of college basketball season, the madness of the NCAA tournament, both men's and women's this year. I'm particularly excited to see what happens on the women's side of things. We've got, of course, the greatest story of the last year or so, Caitlin Clark, but closely followed by undefeated South Carolina. And of course, can LSU and Angel Reese repeat? Just some amazing things going on in the women's game. The men's game, can Connecticut repeat as champion, or will Houston, a new member of the Big 12, finally get that championship that eluded them during the Hakeem Olajuwon years, the Clyde Drexler years? So I'm super excited to start getting to watch some great basketball. But I read an article last night that really made me think of something a little more maddening than March Madness, and that is a recent study by Caring.com showed that the number of people with estate plans had decreased by 6% since 2020. And it struck me as curious as to why that would be. We just went through a pandemic, where people lost their lives, and that understanding of the imminency of our ultimate demise became much more real for all of us during that period. So why would we see an overall decline in that period? And a lot of it has to do with economics. People felt that they just didn't have enough to leave or to worry about. My experience is it really, there is never too little, unless you literally have nothing. If you have a house, that's something that's going to cost your family if you haven't planned for it. If you have accounts, retirement accounts, failing to plan for those retirement accounts could end up costing your family members. Personal effects could end up harming relationships. We see a lot in the news today about strife and discord in our country, in our families, around the world, in politics, and really, it's madness, right? It's madness, and it starts with us. We can be the difference by starting with ourselves and starting with our families. And one of the ways we do that is to plan for the orderly transition of things, to address the possibility that there could be strife in our family, and to try to minimize the possibility of that through proper planning for our estate, for our healthcare needs. If we end up in a situation where we can't make decisions for ourselves, we've unfortunately lost 3 clients this last week, have passed away, and from a variety of circumstances, from the expected to the completely unexpected, and that wheel just keeps turning. And gratefully, all of them had good plans in place, and their families will be benefited by the efforts that they took while they were alive to try to minimize the possibility of strife and discord in their families. If you have charitable goals, it's through your estate planning that you're going to be able to accomplish those goals, to support your church, to support your school, whatever it is that you support. So estate planning is a way to protect your family, to bring peace of mind, to accomplish goals, to do it in the way that you would like to see it done, and to hopefully move things forward in a better way after you're gone, as opposed to having your passing create turmoil and strife and contention and those things that come when people don't plan for their situation. So, a little heavy, despite starting with March Madness and my excitement, but don't accept the proposition that there's no reason to plan. We all have a reason to plan. Some may be bigger than others. in terms of their wealth, but we all have a reason to plan. And so enjoy the tournament that starts this week. I hope there's some great upsets and some fun games. I've got Iowa on the women's side, and I've got Houston on the men's side. We'll see if that comes true. But most importantly, I hope what comes true is that if you don't have a plan, that this video inspires you to get that taken care of. Take care.